Your attitude and your character will be two of the most powerful parts of your journey that will bring so much success. And having a positive mindset and seeing the glass half full and not half empty, literally having that thought process of just that positive energy and knowing that no matter what, I'm going to do all that I can to succeed. And truthfully, it's not about perfection, and I'm shooting for perfection, but it's really about progress. And if I can wake up every single day and have that positive outlook on life and have that positive energy with the people that I'm meeting and the spaces that I'm trying to get to, and in those mission fields and in those career centers and in that lifestyle, my attitude will carry me so far.
And I'll never accept mediocre again. I'm always gonna give it my 110 fucking percent. That's the only thing I can ever say a solid day's work. That's all that will ever find peace in. If you guys do not do that, I promise you, your life will haunt you for the rest of your days. If there's potential inside of you, which you know it's there, but you're too scared to tell anyone else about it, and you go on and on, get older and older and older and older, and the windows of opportunity start to close, and you knew it could have been given birth to, but you never did it, I promise you, it will haunt you. It's a living nightmare, dude. That fact that you have the ability to do something and you're too weak to fucking turn the key and start the engine on it is a greater disappointment and a greater burden to carry than any of this physical sweat equity or pain in the gym or sacrifice. All that is just nothing compared to a life where you're burdened by regret, guys.
How you treat people matters. You having some personal characteristics like responsibility and integrity and honor, but also being positive. Now I get it. Now everything isn't always lollipops and candy canes and everything's picture perfect. No, we're going to face adversity, but I've learned the most that I can always see the cup half full and not the cup half empty.
Every dream you've ever had, every goal you've ever whispered to yourself in silence, every vision that lives inside your soul, none of it means anything unless you show up. Not once, not when you feel like it, but every single day. This is the story of what happens when you refuse to quit.
When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. You don't want it badder than you want to party. You don't want it as much as you want to be cool. Most of you don't want success as much as you want to sleep. Some of you love sleep more than you love success. And I'm here to tell you today, if you're going to be successful, you've got to be willing to give up sleep. I was homeless for 2.5 years. And the problem with most of you, you never felt no pain before. Y'all spoiled. You ain't gonna die. At the end of pain is success. You're not gonna die because you're feeling a little pain. But I'm exactly where I wanted to be because I realized I gotta commit my very being to this thing. I gotta breathe it, I gotta eat it, I gotta sleep it. And until you get there, you'll never be successful in life. But once you get there, I guarantee you, the world is yours.
You think motivation is what keeps people going? You think the strongest, the richest, the most disciplined wake up feeling inspired? Number. They just show up. They show up tired. They show up broken. They show up when it's boring, when no one is watching, when there's no applause, no likes, no cheering crowd. Because they've learned something most people never do. Consistency beats talent. Discipline destroys doubt. You don't need hype. You don't need permission. You just need to move.
Stop believing the bullshit out there, guys. Get real. Get the education. Find out what it really is about. There is no 6-minute fucking abs. There is no, get in shape that, within 2 weeks for your beach body this summer. That's selling a lie. Trying to sell a product. A false representation of trying to enhance an economic situation for them, not you. So you're gonna go into that process believing that bullshit. You're gonna swallow the blue pill like in the Matrix, or the red pill, whatever the fuck it was, and you can go down a path that you think should happen. They said this is how it works, right? You're gonna put all this effort into it, and it's not gonna work. It never will work, man. You're set up for failure. These people out there are like parasites, sucking your blood and your money, trying to get you to believe this false reality. Hey, you can do this. No one can do it in that short time, guys. But you thought you could because you read it, and it's like, oh, it must be true. So you've applied your effort only to find out you can't do it, thinking it's you. Something's wrong with you. Not that the system's wrong. The system's fucked. Nothing's wrong with you.
The truth is, most of your progress, you won't even see it at first. It's invisible. No praise, no celebration, no reward. But every day you show up, you plant a seed, a habit, a mindset, a victory. And those seeds, they grow in silence, they grow in the grind, they grow in repetition. The person you admire, they didn't blow up overnight. They showed up for years when nobody knew their name. You want that life? Then show up like your future depends on it. Because it does.
You've missed your window of opportunity. What do you do when you know that you've got the desire to do it and you've got the passion to do it, but you look in the mirror and the wrinkles in your face and the sagging of your body indicates you don't have time to do this all over again. She says, I don't have time to get pregnant again. I don't have a second chance at life. My life is over. Go away. Don't hang around me. I have nothing left to give. There are people that when you start running out of time, you get bitter, you get desperate, you start pushing people away from you.
Let's be honest. Some days you won't want to do it. Your mind will say, what's the point? You're tired. Take a break. You deserve it. But champions, they hear the voice, and they show up anyway. They don't negotiate with weakness. They don't make deals with laziness. They put on the shoes. They open the laptop. They step into the arena. Every single day. Because showing up is more than just doing the work. It's a message to the universe, to your fear, to your doubt. I'm not going anywhere. You want strength? Repetition builds strength, not just in your muscles, but in your character. Every time you show up when it's hard, you build mental armor. You harden your will. You become unbreakable. Every day you're stacking bricks, one by one, sometimes slow, sometimes messy, but always forward. You don't need a perfect day. You just need today. Success doesn't come from big bursts. It comes from small wins stacked on top of each other. One workout, one page written, one cold call, one early morning. Repeat. You might not see the results today, but 6 months from now, a year from now, you'll look back and realize that showing up every day was the most powerful decision you ever made. You have no idea what you're capable of until you make it non-negotiable to show up. Tired. Show up. Afraid. Show up. Doubting yourself. Show up. The world belongs to the consistent, the grinders, the relentless, the ones who punch the clock no matter what. This is not about being the best. This is about being there. Showing up when no one else will. When it's hard, when it's lonely, when it's raining. Especially then. Because if you can do that, there's nothing that can stop you. So what will you do? When the excuses show up tomorrow, will you give in? Or will you lace up, lock in, and show the world who you really are? Because the power isn't in talking, it's in doing. And you're built for this. You're ready. Now go. Show up. And don't stop.
My father had 93 years, but it seemed short. In his seemingly long life of 93 years, it was short because it just seems like if we only had more time. Old Testament gives us a view of some people who live to be 5, 6, 7, 8, 900 years old. If I have a chance to ask, I will ask, how come we got shortchanged? Wouldn't that be a good question if you had a chance to ask? Imagine 7, 8, 900 years to watch generation after generation after generation after generation